In the vast, unforgiving expanse of the Gobi Desert, a shadowy legend slithers through the dunes. It is whispered in fear by local nomads, yet never fully seen by anyone who survives. For centuries, nomads have spoken of a monstrous worm, a creature said to measure nearly long. This creature measures nearly a meter in length, capable of spitting venom so corrosive everything melts. It can melt metal and generates electric shocks that strike without warning from beneath the sand. Locals call it the Olgoi-Khorkhoi, which literally translates to large intestine worm in Mongolian language. It is named for its vivid red hue and grotesque resemblance to the human gut itself. Despite its mythical reputation, Western explorers and scientists have long been drawn to this enigma completely. They are compelled by stories of a predator that blurs the line between folklore and reality. Early Western accounts. The first Western accounts of this mysterious creature date back nearly a century to the 1920s. This occurred when famed American naturalist Roy Chapman Andrews ventured into Mongolia's harsh deserts during expeditions. Andrews, celebrated for discovering fossilized dinosaur eggs and uncovering ancient relics of early humans, recorded tales. He recorded local tales of the death worm in his 1926 book titled Trail. His book was titled On the Trail of Ancient Man, documenting his discoveries across Asia. While he personally doubted its existence, he acknowledged the consistency of these stories from multiple sources. He noted how entire communities spoke of the worm's lethal abilities with unwavering certainty and conviction. Over the decades, the Mongolian death worm captured imaginations far beyond the Gobi Desert's sandy expanse. In 1944, Soviet paleontologist and writer Ivan Yefremov introduced Olgoi-Khorkhoi to a broader audience. He immortalized the cryptid in literature and later inspired countless cryptozoological investigations across the Soviet Union. Despite these efforts, tangible evidence remained elusive, and the desert had guarded its secret well always. Modern expeditions begin. In 1990, Czech cryptozoologist Ivan Mackerle launched one of the first Western expeditions explicitly aimed out. This expedition was explicitly aimed at uncovering the death worm, bringing modern scientific methods to bear. Mackerle, fascinated by Andrews' accounts, believed the legend might stem from encounters with a real species. With a small team, he traversed the Gobi Desert, armed with primitive detection devices designed carefully. These devices were designed to provoke the creature from beneath the sand using various stimulation methods. But after weeks of grueling heat and endless dunes, no worm emerged from the ground. Undeterred, Mackerle returned in 1992, this time attempting to draw the elusive creature to surface. He used rhythmic vibrations inspired by the desert sands described in Frank Herbert's Dune science fiction. Once again, the results were inconclusive, and the worm remained hidden beneath the shifting sands. Yet these expeditions were far from fruitless, as Mackerle and his team documented countless local accounts. They painted a vivid portrait of the death worm in the process of their research. Terrifying testimonies from nomads. A group of nomads described the worm's terrifying abilities in great detail to the researchers. It could spit a deadly acid that instantly corroded anything it touched, leaving behind strange residue. This acid left behind a strange yellow residue that marked the site of attacks permanently. Even the color yellow itself, they claimed, could attract more of these fearsome predators to areas. One story recounted a young boy who played with a yellow ball outside his tent. Shortly afterward, the worm appeared, striking him and subsequently killing his parents as they intervened desperately. Others claimed to witness the worm rising from the sand, ready to unleash venom against threats. Yet none had ever seen it themselves directly, only hearing stories from relatives and neighbors. Such harrowing tales only fueled the obsession of other researchers who sought answers to mysteries. In 2005, Richard Freeman of the Center for Fortean Zoology led an expedition westward. He sought to determine whether the Olgoi-Khorkhoi could have a basis in known biology today. Freeman hypothesized that sightings could be misidentified encounters with amphisbaenians, also known as worm lizards everywhere. These creatures are closely related to snakes and often mistaken for otherworldly monsters due to appearance. Their unusual shape and subterranean habits make them seem alien to observers unfamiliar with reptiles. Media investigations and modern technology. Television and media further amplified the legend, bringing it to audiences worldwide with dramatic presentations. Between 2006 and 2007, the reality series Destination Truth attempted to evidence. They attempted to capture evidence of a worm, using cameras and detection equipment across deserts. In 2009, New Zealand reporter David Ferrier ventured into the Gobi in search of confirmation. And in 2011, the National Geographic show Beast Hunter set up camera traps carefully. They set up camera traps to monitor for any sign of the creature in its habitat. Yet despite high-tech tools, expert teams, and countless interviews, the Olgoi-Khorkhoi remained unseen always. The desert continued, keeping its secret buried beneath shifting sands that concealed all traces of life. Scientific explanations and biological reality. Scientific consensus offers several explanations for the creature's mythic status, grounded in biological facts and research. Desert sands are inhospitable to true worms, which require moisture to survive in any environment. This makes the existence of a meter-long earthworm nearly impossible in such arid desert conditions. Instead, many researchers suggest that tales of the death worm may stem from encounters with snakes. These encounters may involve venomous snakes or amphisbaenians, their behavior and appearance exaggerated into legend over time. The Tatar sand boa, for example, was shown to locals by zoologist Yuri Gorilov successfully. This occurred in the 1980s, and he confirmed that they associated the snake closely. They associated the snake with the Olgoi-Khorkhoi, suggesting a possible origin for the legend. Yet even with plausible biological explanations, the legend persists across generations in Mongolian culture and beyond. Perhaps the stories are cautionary, a cultural mechanism designed to keep children away from dangerous creatures. Perhaps the legend taps into something deeper, a primal fear of the unknown lurking beneath sand. Across cultures, humanity has long created terrifying myths to explain the dangers of unexplored terrain everywhere. From monstrous lake serpents to shadowy jungle predators, myths serve important cultural functions protecting communities. The Mongolian death worm is no exception to this pattern, a creature at once real today. It is at once real, imagined, and symbolically potent, representing fears and dangers in narrative form. The allure of exploration and mystery. The mystery also reveals the allure of exploration itself, drawing adventurers to remote and dangerous places. From Andrews' early accounts to modern documentary crews, the Gobi Desert represents a frontier of possibility. It is a place where history, folklore, and science intersect in fascinating ways that inspire curiosity. Each expedition tells a story, not only about a creature that may or may exist. It tells a story not only about a creature, but about human curiosity and determination. It reveals the drive to uncover secrets and the intersection of myth with empirical observation today. Local testimonies are as detailed as they are chilling, passed down through generations with consistency. Nomads speak of worms that emerge from the sand with astonishing speed, capable of death. They are capable of instant death, striking before victims can react or defend themselves effectively. They tell of animals and even humans vanishing mysteriously in the desert, often linked to predators. These disappearances are often linked to the red-hued predator that lurks beneath the surface unseen. The consistency of these accounts, passed down through generations, adds an intriguing layer to legend. This suggests that even if the creature is not supernatural, it reflects a real danger. It reflects a real and tangible danger inherent in the Gobi's harsh environment and ecosystem. Detailed descriptions and alleged behaviors. Legends describe the worm's movements with uncanny specificity, providing details that suggest first-hand observation or invention. It supposedly contracts and extends in sudden bursts, leaving zigzag tracks in the sand behind. It can launch itself across short distances in pursuit of prey with remarkable speed today. Some accounts even suggest that it uses electrical discharges to immobilize larger animals before attacking. While these traits may seem impossible, scientists propose that rapid strikes and venomous bites inspire stories. Real desert reptiles could have inspired exaggerated retellings that grew more fantastical over time and generations. Over time, the myth has become a cultural touchstone, appearing in various media and discussions. The Olgoi-Khorkhoi appears in literature, television, and online communities dedicated to cryptozoology and mysterious creatures. Scholars debate whether the creature belongs to the realm of folklore or represents an undiscovered species. Its symbolic power endures, serving as a cautionary tale and a reminder of wild forces. It reminds us of the wild, untamed forces lurking beneath seemingly barren landscapes across the world. A chronicle of human fascination. The story of the Mongolian Death Worm is, in essence, a chronicle of humanity's fascination entirely. It reveals our fascination with the unknown, the unexplained, and the potentially dangerous creatures around us. From Roy Chapman Andrews' initial recordings, to Mackerle's daring expeditions, to modern television investigations, the legend persists. The legend has inspired scientists, storytellers, and adventurers alike across decades of exploration and research. Each journey adds layers to the myth, blending first-hand accounts with imagination and weaving enduring narratives. It weaves an enduring narrative of danger, curiosity, and wonder that captivates audiences worldwide today. Even with skepticism from the scientific community, the possibility remains tantalizing for believers and researchers alike. Perhaps somewhere beneath the scorching Gobi sands, a creature exists that has eluded detection entirely. It may have eluded detection for centuries, hiding in the vast expanses of desert wilderness. Or perhaps the death worm is nothing more than a compelling myth, a product of imagination. It is a reminder of human imagination and the enduring power of stories past generations. Stories passed down through generations shape our understanding of the world and its mysteries today. Whether real or imagined, the Olgoi-Khorkhoi continues to capture hearts and minds across cultures. It serves as a symbol of the unknown lurking just beyond the horizon of understanding. For those willing to brave the Gobi's relentless sun and shifting dunes, the legend remains inviting. It remains a tantalizing invitation, a puzzle waiting to be solved, a mystery calling to explorers. It calls to the explorer in us all, beckoning us toward adventure and discovery. The Mongolian Death Worm reminds us that even in a world mapped and measured completely today, even in our modern world, there are still shadows in the sands waiting to be explored. These are legends rooted in danger, imagination, and the desire to explore beyond the known world. Whether an unknown snake, a misidentified creature, or a story shaped by fear and awe entirely. Whether shaped by fear and awe, the Olgoi-Khorkhoi endures in our collective imagination and culture. It is a testament to humanity's fascination with the unseen, a mystery that refuses to fade. It is a challenge for the bold to uncover what lies beneath the desert's dunes.